the guarantee is there and allows him to be sort of the face of that platform to get in there early. From an economic standpoint, I think the pay was big enough for him to go, you know what? I will sacrifice all that stuff because that pay is good. And boom, there he is on the platform. Lots of hype, etc., etc. I think the one thing that we're going to have to look at and evaluate as a big influencer, Champions Club as us, is to see what it looks like for him 2 months from now. And I say 2 months specifically because obviously he's got all these free, there's this whole like free subscription thing that he's going through. Like none of these people, all these people that are like, he's got 500,000 subs or whatever. Like when you go and you sign up, you don't even have to put your credit card information in. That's given to you for free for 2 months, right? So once those 2 months are over, that will be a good time to evaluate from an economic standpoint that move and how it has impacted his numbers, his following, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Because those 2 months are up, and we're well past the hype of him moving over to the other platform. Now on the flip side of that, okay, if you were to just look up straight up, him moving to that platform. Again, I talk about our, the Champions Club and the doctor's world. It just wouldn't make sense for me to go over there. Even if I was the first one to do it. And again, I can't go into details, but I can't go into details. But let's just say if there was an earlier opportunity, like months and months back, to move over to that platform, it wouldn't have made sense economically. I think you need at least 5 of the top 10. I'm just throwing a random number out. 5 of the top 10 on Twitch. A power move, if you will. To really bring in the numbers and the hype to that platform. And I just have a feeling, and I'm just kind of going off gut right now, that unless they don't pick up, or unless they pick up somebody, a few other big names, I got a feeling, and again, it's just, I think his numbers are going to go down. I hate to say it. I don't want to be the guy to say it. And it has nothing to do with him. I think it's just the exposure on the platform where it's at right now. But, okay, so with that said, that can ultimately impact a lot of things, especially if you're a bigger guy. And that's the one thing I did not or do not want to. I have to look at carefully, right? Like if I'm working on a movie with Tom Cruise, right, or something, or if I get an opportunity to do so, I think that opportunity isn't quite as strong if I'm on a platform where my numbers are drastically lower than what they could be on Twitch or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And for me, it's just too early to make such a power move. But on the flip side, you see everything that's going on with Twitch. You see everything that's going on with Twitch and sort of the feedback they've been getting as of late due to certain events that happen, and people are being really upset with favoritism and all this. They're like, Twitch essentially is a little bit under scrutiny right now, which is making a move to Mixer, especially if you're like either a large or medium-sized influencer on Twitch. A move to Mixer is looking a little bit better. And now that Ninja went over there, that move is looking even more better, right? So it's a weird time. That's all I wanted to say. I think for Ninja's brand, you got to look at what he's done. Okay? He killed Fortnite when Fortnite came out. He was the first to do it on YouTube. He just absolutely destroyed it. He's exposed. He got, like, you got to see how everything lined up for him, right? Everything lined up perfectly for Ninja. And I think one of the biggest things that's overlooked is his sponsorship with Red Bull, because Red Bull goes above and beyond, and they got the money to do so, right? Like, the owner of Red Bull is this single guy who's got billions of dollars, and he just pours everything into the, like, fuck it, yeah, go make this big ass event. And Ninja was able to attach himself to the brand, and the brand really saw the potential of esports and yada yada yada. I can go on all the details on all this, but I think all the pieces to the puzzle just lined up perfectly for Ninja, and he took full advantage while working with an agency, a legit agency of, what was it, like WGC or whatever, I forgot the name of them. And it lined up for him. And I think with where he's at now, you can only get so much hype out of playing Fortnite and playing that game, right? You can only so much hype. But I think Ninja kind of knows, and I'm not speaking for him, but this is my outside perspective, so take that in consideration. I think Ninja kind of knows that what else is there to do with what he has to offer as an influencer, a gamer, the Ninja brand, etc. And I think Mixer just came in and said, you know what? Here's this. Here's the keys to the platform. You're the face. We'll put you out in the front. And here's this amount of cash. And he said, you know what? Boom, take it. And to me, I think it makes sense for him. I think it was a fantastic play on Ninja's part to take the deal. I got a feeling the deal it was lucrative, very lucrative. And another thing that people don't talk about is, like, let's say if it's a 2-year deal, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, do you think being on another platform for 2 years is going to, like, especially as big as Ninja, do you think that's really going to affect? Let's say he's at the end of that contract and it was like the worst 2 years ever. His viewership dipped down 70, 80%. Like, he's still golden. Now that the contract's up, now he's able to go have choices once again. I mean, shit's not like he got paid. Will it hurt in the long run? I have a feeling it'll hurt a little bit, but I think at the end of it, he'll still be good. Do I think Ninja's enough for people? Again, do I think Ninja's enough for people to follow him? Maybe, but I think what's really adding to it is what Twitch isn't doing, or isn't innovating in, or isn't listening to the community feedback. All that stuff, right? That stuff is compounding, and it's making a move to Mixer. If you're a person that is interested in going to that platform, it's making it a little bit more appetizing, right? Anyways, I think you want to listen. If you want to, I wish Ninja would have talked to me before. That's fine. I'm just an incredible business savvy guy. But if I was a Ninja, I would have just started my own platform. Period. Start your own platform, build it out, and then sell it back for $1 billion. And you have equity in it. I mean, it's just like, imagine the doc. I mean, if you think about it, like, take the top 7 to 10 influencers on Twitch, get them together in a round table, and say, let's start our own platform. We all have equity in the platform right now. Boom. Don't ever stop being the fucking best, says Jean-Claude Brandin. Tier 3 for 23 months. It's risky to do that. Is it really risky, Envy? Everything's... If you want to make moves, if you want to set a mark, if you want to be legendary, if you want to... Life's all about taking risks and reaping the rewards, man. If you're not taking risks, then you'll never, I don't know. I get it, though. People don't want to take risks. It is scary. Sometimes it could be scary. Choco Taco's in chat. What's he saying? You are 7 out of the top 10 influencers on Twitch. Knock it off, man. Finally, Mr. CCC, thank you for the $3. How can you be so dominant in every single game? It's years and years of isolation. Read donos, please, says Magical. I am. Why don't you watch your ugly looking brace face mouth? You don't tell me what to do. Anonymane, thank you for the 5. Damn, my friend led me to believe your channel was just you singing the Gillette song. Still sub though, assuming you're just resting the pipes. Yeah,